I'm eager to get out of the city and off this island. We have bounties to fulfill and all manner of islands to explore throughout the Deadfire. It will be interesting, but you can feel it in the air. There's some kind of magical feeling of impending adventure that even I, someone who doesn't like sailing the sea, am picking up. I just have to do 3 things before we leave. Well, technically 4, but 3 main things. I have to find passage by ship for Biha and her children. I have to go and investigate Delver's Row for Prince Aruahi, and I have to go speak to the head of the Valian Trading Company. The last thing is something small, and that would be to grab one of the bounties that one of the royal officers in the palace was offering. I told him no to any of the bounties only because I didn't want to alienate any of the other powers here in the Deadfire, but that was before I realized that these are all for bad people, and that basically they're just criminals. So that allows me to grab up all the bounties I want. I hope. I don't want to leave port without having all of it laid out there for me, so I don't need to return and waste unnecessary time. How long will this all take? I don't know, but I'm hoping not too long. Well, the music sounds lively. Maybe it won't be that bad of a place after all. Hello? You start a fight in the hole. Berta will make sure you see the bottom of it.
It's nice. Far as holes in the ground go, I reckon.
Hot wind redolent of vomit and mold wafts from the hole. Oh. That's what they mean. I thought, okay, they're just gonna take you and throw you down the hole. On the outside, like where we took the cage down. But no, this is where everyone goes to vomit, I guess.
How did you hear that? About the boss?
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Yeah, I wouldn't go down there. Don't watch Berta work, not unless you want to lose your lunch. Hello? An Orlin-covered toe to ear, tip in sable fur, leans against the bar, counting change. She gives me a wide, easy smile when she notices my approach, then slips the coins into her pocket with a wink.
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something?
I show her the medallion. Does this mean anything to you?
Whoa now, fresh face. Ain't bright to go waving that thing around just wherever.
No?
I know a Mataru trap when I see one. And I'm not looking to be snared. Keep that what's-it to yourself.
This is the medallion Prince Aruhi gave me. Is it not? Huh. I don't want to make a scene here. I'll try to be diplomatic. I've been dispatched by the highest authority in Nekitaka. Either comply or stand among the accused. Your choice.
Alright, Captain Fancy Britches. No need to get your bits in a knot. You'll want to take that medallion over to Delver's Row, the black market. It's all tucked away in that creepy maze on the west end of the Gullet. The Narrows. Take a right the first chance you get. Then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance.
Turn right, keep going straight till you find a merchant stall, and there's a secret hallway behind a curtain. Okay. As long as she's telling me the truth.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will kill you just as soon as cheat you out of everything you own.
They won't do that here in the hole?
If Dario doesn't gut you first.
Who's Dario?
You stick around the Gullet long enough, you might find out.
Okay. So what's the story with this place?
The hole's been here so long as there's been a Gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's the neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants?
Alright, how'd you end up here?
Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I rode a whale into port in the middle of a storm. The Juana took one look my way and knew there was no one who could run the hole but me.
Okay, I had some other questions.
Of course.
She spreads her furred hands wide, inviting me to continue. I'd like to buy something.
What you need?
Let's see what provisions you have.
Sure. Berta's cooked up the best grub the Gullet has to offer. It's not actual grubs, though. Probably. You're not picky, right?
Oh, I think I can wait till we get back to the ship.
Let me know if you see something that makes your stomach rumble.
Herfworts? What are herfworts? Prepared meal for the ship's crew. Unforgettable night. They say it's good for morale. It's a prepared meal. No? It's really expensive, though. But, yeah, so it's nothing here that interests me. I don't have the money, the coin for that anyways. What do you offer for...
Need something? What you need?
For renting a room,
I've got
what do you
just
charge?
the thing for you, fresh face. Just the thing. Do you prefer spider-free or spider-full?
Spider-free or spider-full? Hey, I probably want to pay for something so I don't get spider-full. Yeah. I don't like spiders. Okay. Let's see what else we can see here. Find here, I should say. All that colorful, seedy-looking people. Being glared at by everybody. Pirates. There's a Zorp in here? Another imp? Isn't this where you... What is that in the corner? Hey, what are you? Looks like something I've killed before. Beer is good, maybe? Ew. Really is a hole. I thought this place like this would be where you can come find really dangerous work for a good coin. And then get backstabbed when you try to turn it in, and you have to kill them and then take all the coin from them. This Rowitalian sits ramrod straight. On the table near her are a half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find me.
Harami!
I am here, Sedūzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
She keeps her eyes on me even as she speaks to the soldier. There's only a brief pause.
We do not, Sedūzo Nui.
The captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
So you're Sedūzo Nui, huh? She glances around quickly as if she expects someone to jump out of another corner of the tavern. Did you cross paths with a man named Botaro? Oh, this the captain, yeah. That was her name. I thought that name sounded familiar.
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
She raises her cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
We had pretty words before the first ship landed on Rauatai.
Takehu purses his lips and balls his hands at his side.
Yes, but did you speak them with such deceitful intent?
Flustered, she turns away from Takehu. What exactly happened?
This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
She upends her empty cup. Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
She shakes her head.
Then he shows me a swollenette.
A swollenette?
A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principi carry them.
Oh, the Principi. Okay, go on.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so.
She scowls and shudders. This person seems more out of place here than I do.
I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
Biha and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
She picks a stray thread from her smooth, crisp jacket.
Why do you bring this to me?
Don't you feel bad about what happened to Botaro?
What did remorse ever accomplish? Besides, this Botaro brought trouble on himself.
She holds her chin high, but I catch a telltale twitch at the corner of her mouth.
Yes. He should have known how to behave around civilized people.
She nods as if convincing herself. Well, my here might have a thing or two to say at the Brass Citadel about this.
Been a few seasons since I personally commandeered a ship, but I doubt the Hazanui will mind.
Maya cracks her knuckles.
That will not be necessary.
She smiles weakly.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths.
The children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they require.
Very well.
Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
She shifts in her chair, looking around the tavern, as if she expects someone to jump out at her. Tell me about Orin.
He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... particular.
She looks at her crew, and they nod in agreement.
Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
She and her crew exchange another quick glance.
What is your business with me?
We've already discussed it. What's your business in Nekitaka?
Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Andra stars.
She shifts in her chair, tugging at her conspicuously clean and bright clothes. You seem nervous. Does the Royal Deadfire Company know you're trading here? She sets her glass down with a loud clatter.
The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. But there's no harm if they don't know.
She laughs nervously.
I just remembered I need to write up a report for my boss. Don't mind me.
Maya unrolls... I'm starting to like her. Maya unrolls a scroll of parchment and starts transcribing Sedūzo's statement. She pales, raising a hand to her mouth as the speed of Maya's scribblings intensifies.
What is your business with me?
Hey, just farewell for now. I'll be right back. So this Orin is upstairs. I'm going to try to see if I can't either transport him myself or get him to give up this. So she can take... Biha can bring all of her children. 3 is not enough. She has, what was it, 5 or 6? Yeah, I'm not going to accept any less. These are children we're talking about. Milk, fire kelp. I don't want milk if there's going to be grub in there. What is this? Pirate sleeping off all the alcohol he drank? Okay, so I don't know who Orin is. Did she say a dwarf? The person has nothing to say to me. Oh, this could be him. Hello? A dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread. Steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles, rounds of flatbread stacked in a neat tower, and melon sliced in even triangles. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups and the bottle in front of him. He has the cups organized in an almost perfect square around the bottle, but as I look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. Okay, so she said not to bother him if he's... I'll wait. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions looked on with practiced patience.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
Hey there. At last the bottle is empty, and he places it in the exact center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice before he's satisfied. Okay.
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last, the leader turns to me.
What do you require?
What brought you to the Deadfire?
We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties.
He grows with pride. You probably are talking about one of the luminous Audra veins.
If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
He raises his cup, and his companions do likewise. I hear you've bought passage on Captain Sedūzo's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement.
He sips his wine. What would it take for you to cede your spots on Sedūzo's ship?
Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
He sips from his cup and immediately runs a folded handkerchief around the rim.
And we have already paid Sedūzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
He shivers with dread. I'm booking passage for a family, but Sedūzo only has room for 3 of them, so they'll be split. His hand jerks so violently that he splashes a few drops of wine on the table. He mops them up, a rigid and pained expression on his face. Wait.
That will not do. That will not do at all.
He's still dabbing at the spilled wine, but something brittle has crept into his frown. His companions shuffle nervously. At last, Oren pushes back from the table and looks up at them.
To Queen's Berth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
Okay. Even though he's paid her, I don't know if he's going to try to get a refund on the way back down. Get his money back. Oh, this is good. We'll take the ale. They're just going to leave it here. I just don't want to take any food from this place. A few coins. Since they took off in a hurry, they won't miss those. I don't know if there's anybody else or anyone else to see up here, but we definitely have to return to the Captain Sedūzo. Just more pirates.
I'll get it open.
Oh, it's locked.
Finished.
Okay.
I've got it.
Well, things that people have left behind. This is an interesting room. Looks like it's connected to some kind of machine to do something. I don't know what work they're doing in here. But that seems to be this whole upstairs. Let's go talk to Captain Sedūzo again. I think she's going to be a little flustered. But I've got to find passage for this family, so...
What is your business with me?
I want to... Oren won't be traveling with you anymore. She eyes me suspiciously. The soldier with her shrugs.
That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me.
She glances from side to side, checking to make sure no one is listening.
Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
She looks at her crew and makes a twirling motion with her finger. Alright. Farewell. Let's go tell Biha about this. You know, all they have to do is have an ogre for a bouncer here at the hole, and they will probably never see trouble. Giant thing like that. I'll bet you Biha will be happy. What's this? A man saunters over to me with a jagged smile. He's got a long, crooked scar on his forearm, and he's rolled his sleeves up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
There's 4 of them. He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grins widely enough to show me all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around me, leaving their own backs exposed, tells me they haven't been here long either. How convenient. You just walked into my trap.
What?
Obviously, this spot is perfect for an ambush. It's got few exits, distance from the guards, and plenty of drunk marks. The thugs whisper wordly among one another. After a brief conference, the leader gives me a wan smile.
Here's everything. Take it.
He throws a handful of coin at my feet and takes off running. The others soon follow. They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. Wow, I counted 70 coins. I didn't actually think he would be giving me a... I thought he would just run. But that worked out alright. Maybe they won't do that again. Beneath the dirt and mildew, these carvings look finely detailed and very old. Mouth char. Okay, so we have to go find Biha. That was actually fun dealing with those street thugs. Yeah, I mean, doesn't she have infants as well? There's 3 children here that I see. I thought she said she had 5 or 6, and there's one here. 2 sickly Huana infants lie swaddled under rags, so there's 5.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I don't know. She doesn't have to send the foreigners away. She just, things have to be managed better than this. Did you know Batara was working for criminals? Hold on, I don't want to tell her that yet.
My village was not like this.
Did you know Batara was working for criminals?
Of course not. He worked on the docks, I'm sure of it.
Her face flushes with shock. He showed Sedūzo a sullenette.
Please, no more.
She holds her hands to her ears, backing away from me, as you say.
The Overseer looks for a reason to toss us below too. Such talk will bring him to our doorstep.
She shudders. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was that bad here. Anyways, good news. I spoke with Captain Sedūzo about passage out of Nekitaka.
What say, then?
Biha listens with cautious hope. The children look on with wide, round eyes. She's agreed to take you all. She is momentarily speechless. Her eyes fill with tears. She drops the reeds as she brushes them away.
Our Watcher sure is something else, ain't he?
Oh.
Darnation, you're gonna make me cry myself.
Oh, come on, it's not that big of a deal. Anyone would do the same.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
She picks up the 2 infants and hurries the others out the door. If everybody did this, we wouldn't have half the problems. Instead, they'd leave me and the entire world to clean up. Especially with the gods acting terrible. Look, I would have done this before I died, but since I've come back, things like this seem more important to me.
Now I've dreamed of this place.
You've caught the eye of someone important.
Sorry? A cloaked figure sidles up to me, hidden behind a raspy whisper and a long, drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay, and a good friend, head to the Narrows at the western end of the Gullet.
A good friend and good pay.
Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again, as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail.
Her teeth flash under her hood.
Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Isn't that the person I've been warned about? Well, I don't know what to say about that, but Yeah, that seems like something that I should have learned from that alley on the way up to the Gullet here. Too good to be true, and they mention the name of somebody I've been warned about. Well, the hole's not the only place that we haven't seen. We've been to Inoi's home. There's Thels's home and Pitley's sanctuary.
Sure.
So
I say Biha did right leaving the Gullet. She went and did what she needed.
I'll miss Biha and her ilk. It's too quiet without them. May they go find fortune.
I hope so. Oh, this is Inoi's home. Yeah, we've been here already. But I've been told that there's another home right here, so... Hello again. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. At least we have a place nearby that we can rest for the night if need be. So this one told me to go right and deal with... Who are they? Thugs? I don't know who... Whose home is this? I was told it was Thelis' home. But no one's here. I wonder what this Pitley's sanctuary is like. Maybe they take care of people who cannot take care of themselves. Mushrooms, sponge. Some very lonely orange cat. Pitley's sanctuary. Oh. She kind of looks like an alchemist of some sort.